the string that would be on the boat is the condom.
Wow! Cried Lex Luthor.
And just watch out for FOMO.
I can harness your robotic balls.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Collective Comics and the Lights Comics Action Podcast. We're diving into episode number 25.
25.
Here today.
3 hands. 5 hands.
5 hands, yeah.
5 hands. 3 hands is not enough.
Right,
I was thinking 3 people.
We don't even got hands and feet for it now.
5, yeah. Wait. Yeah. No, we have 8 between the two of us.
Oh, yeah, we totally could.
Math is not our strong suit
no.
today.
Yeah, whoops.
I was like, we need 3 people for the amount of hands, not 3. Okay. Anyways, 25.
Episode 25. Man, I'm excited about this one. We're getting into some collecting tips to a little bit towards the end.
Yeah.
We're getting into convention season.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty excited for.
Yeah.
I think C2E2 is coming up this weekend. After we're filming, of course, it would have been
when
last
you're seeing
weekend.
this, it'll be this coming weekend.
Yeah, so I know you're going.
I'm definitely going.
I think I'm gonna.
You gotta go.
I'm
go.
I'm trying to go. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see if I'm going Saturday, maybe Sunday. Who knows what's going on? But you're gonna be there.
Yes, I will be there Saturday.
There we go. So that should be a good time. And just watch out for FOMO.
Yeah.
You know, there's
right.
lots of spikes happening right now. Lots of hype on some really cool books. But just watch out. Don't overpay.
Yeah, right.
But a while ago, we did some Mad Libs.
Mad Libs. We did Marvel Mad Libs.
We did.
And we said we were going to do some DC ones when we got the DC book.
Yeah.
We got the DC book right after shooting that, but we just had so much stuff going on and so much to talk about. We had some movies come out and stuff, so we're getting the DC Mad Libs today.
Yeah, we had a whole set change and everything.
Yeah, it's been the brackets. We've had a lot of stuff since the Mad Libs.
Yeah,
dang.
you're putting up walls and drywalling and mud.
Emotionally and physically.
Just yeah, after what DC's doing to us, right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's on both sides. They're on both sides.
Yep.
Marvel, I guess Marvel has just I don't know if they left or they got rid of somebody like the head of CG or animation or something. So we might be getting some. There's definitely changes coming from Marvel. We've seen that already, So hopefully this is we're getting some better CG. We're getting some better everything, So. But let's get into these Mad Libs. DC Mad Libs.
Let's dive into it, man.
We just fold randomly, right? We just pick randomly.
We do. We just kind of flip.
All right, there it is.
Close your eyes. There it is. All right. Who's going? I guess I'm filling it out
You're going,
first.
I guess.
All right.
Exclamation.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Owen Wilson over here.
Noun.
McDonald's.
Mickey D's. McD's. Adjective.
We're gonna go with teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny.
It's 2 words, but it same thing. Teeny tiny. Very tiny.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And we need another one though.
We need another one. All right, ginormous.
I don't know how to spell that.
I think it's
that's it.
Normius.
Ginormous.
Ginormous.
Color.
A color magenta. I picked that last time. I think
you did.
I watched the short the other day.
Right.
I was going back.
I think you just posted a short, didn't you?
I saved it to repost it, and that's what got me wanting to do these Mad Libs again.
Adverb.
We're going likely. That's a good one.
Likely. There we go. Adjective.
Another one that I didn't use already.
Yep.
Harry
Styles. Plural noun.
Balls.
Okay. Oh.
Beach balls, volleyballs.
Adjective.
Another one. Slimy.
Okay. Verb. Past tense. So like ending in ed, right?
Yeah. Moonwalked. Moonwalked.
Oh, that's not okay. My spelling is about as good as my math today. So, verb ending in ing.
Drilling.
Drilling. Adjective.
Short.
Short. We need another one.
Another one. I feel like I used all of them. I have them all up. I
used
them.
every adjective in the world.
Out of my brain, at least.
Yeah.
Likeable. I don't know. Likeable. I guess that. Yeah.
Likeable. Likely is the other one that you used. Yeah.
A funny one just popped in my head.
Oh, well, we need another one.
Oh, plump.
That's good. Plump. Noun.
Alrighty. I already said McDonald's.
You are the fast food noun guy.
I do that all the time.
I remember now
every
you
time.
did that. Yeah. You
Taco
did like
Bell.
every fast food place.
Are we gonna do that? Taco Bell.
And an adjective. There's a lot of adjectives in this one.
Yes, there is. Sweaty.
Okay. All right. Are we ready for the first DC Mad Lib?
I'm ready, dude.
Wow! Cried Lex Luthor. My energy absorbing robot has you trapped. Has you trapped, Cyborg, and there's nothing you can do. Cyborg, the half-human, half-McDonald's superhero, was trapped by Luthor's own teeny tiny robot. Its ginormous mechanical eyes gave off magenta beams that were likely draining all the power from Cyborg. Soon you'll be too hairy to move, and you'll belong to me. I can harness your robotic balls and use them for my own slimy plans. That was a good one.
I'm so glad I used that.
Luthor said. Cyborg knew that once his power level moonwalked past a certain point, he would be at Luthor's mercy. But then Cyborg realized that the evil and deadly robot was drilling up his own power at a short and steady rate. That was one to stumble through. All right. And that gave him a likable idea. If you want my power this badly, you can take it. Take all of it at once. Cyborg cried and let loose a plump burst of energy. The overload of energy was too much for the evil Taco Bell. And with a loud boom, it collapsed into a sweaty pile of metal.
There we go. Sweaty pile of metal. Does metal sweat?
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess like the temperature changes, like a window, you know.
Yeah.
Window's not metal, but it's like the same
thing. The condensation builds up. Yeah, I guess so.
My favorite was soon you'll be too hairy to move and you'll belong to me. I can harness your robotic balls and use them for my own slimy plans. That was the best.
Robotic balls. I was hoping because I thought about it and I was like, balls. I was like, it could be beach balls. I was hoping it was going to work in that way, and it worked perfectly.
It could have been any balls, but those are the balls it was.
Right? Could have been Yoda's balls. What?
Yoda's balls. Talk about hairy they are.
How hairy they are. That's hilarious. All right, let's go. Oh, I thought I picked one that you picked.
Well,
already.
We've only done one, so the chances of that happening would have been pretty.
All right.
Pretty unlikely.
Noun.
Vegetable. Vegetable.
That's exactly how I said it in order to spell it. I was like veggie table.
Yeah. Right.
With an I, you know?
Yep.
All right. Adjective.
Gray.
Gene.
Gray.
Another noun.
Noun is going to be camera.
Canera. That's what I put. I put an N instead of an M.
It's a new app we're starting. If Canera.
Right. Well, now we need a color.
A color. Fuchsia.
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 I think I spelled that right.
Close enough.
Right. All right. We're gonna need a verb.
Verb. Twisting.
All right. We need a place.
Place. C2E2.
There we go.
There we go. We're going to C2E2. Let's do it.
All right. And now, what's your favorite part of the body?
Okay. Eyes. We're going eyes. We're going eyes.
You sure you don't want balls?
Brain.
All right. We need a plural noun.
Brain could be anything. Plural noun.
McDonald's.
Falcons. The Falcons.
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 Falcone crime. What? First
Crime
name.
family.
A male first name.
Andrew.
Andrew?
Andrew.
All right. I don't know. So sometimes I think a name right off the bat, and then somebody else has a name, and I'm like, okay, that's what you want. All right, we need another place.
Place.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell.
Yes.
Doing it.
For tacos. I spelled taca.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. For tacos, we need an adjective. Adjective.
I have had significantly less adjectives than you did. Shiny.
All right. Occupation.
Oh man. That would be too long to write. Woodworker. I'm gonna work some wood.
All right. We need another adjective.
Bumpy.
There we go. All right. Another adjective.
Brittle.
Noun.
Noun is going to be predator. Like Alien versus Predator. I realized.
That's where I went. Yeah.
I
went straight. I went there, and then once you corrected yourself, I was like, "Oh."
I was like, that could be anything.
All right, we're gonna need another noun.
Noun. Box.
BOX.
That is how you spell it.
Are you sure it's not CKS? One more adjective.
Droopy.
I think I spelled droopy right. I've never had to spell droopy. How many O's are in there? 6?
There's a silent.
Right.
It starts with a silent O, actually. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, droopy. All right, you ready for your
let's
Mad
do
Lib?
it.
Let's read. Pardon my reading. My reading might be a little,
We'll get through it.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right. After Green Lantern easily put out a raging vegetable in a warehouse, a gray fighter
Gray firefighter.
asked him, "Man, where can I get a power?"
Can you read?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I got it. It was where can I get a power camera like yours?
Power camera.
Power camera. It was the N that messed it up.
Oh yeah, because you wrote it wrong. Canera.
Yeah, Canera. I was like,
where can I get a Canera?
yeah, we're gonna get a Canera like yours. Fuchsia Lantern responded. This allows its wearer.
We're having a rough day today.
Yeah,
I want to say
real.
it's early, but it's like 1 o'clock almost.
Right. I've been up
It's
a little
early
too
for
long.
me. No.
The ring allows its wearer to twisting anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. allows its wearer to twisting anything they can imagine. And it created the Guardians of the C2E2.
There we go.
It's meant to be worn by eyes. Selected peace officers from Falcon across the universe. I received mine from Andrew.
Just Andrew.
Right, from Andrew when his spaceship crashed here at the Taco Bell.
There we go, yeah.
On the Taco Bell. It wasn't at the Taco Bell. It was on the Taco Bell.
Just crashed on it.
He injured the shiny accident.
Some of these are kind of...
It works, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, he was injured in the shiny accident and had to find someone to pass the ring on to. I was a test woodworker at an aircraft company when the ring found me and made me into a bumpy hero.
There we go.
But only the brittle can wear the Predator and the green box.
What?
Just like a droopy person to be a fighter like you.
Oh, okay. Now we're taking shots at firefighters. Okay.
Like what?
I feel like some of these those blanks shouldn't have been blanks. It's like, describe something, but it doesn't make sense.
Right. I wish they because what I realized with that one was that this whole time every time he said ring, it should have been saying camera. That's how I wish they would have done it a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
So a little bit of a review there.
Right.
For these DC Mad Libs. Get yourself in check.
There's so many words to pick too. I mean, it could have worked, but this time it didn't.
Because you can totally put like noun 1, noun 2, and then like, as you're reading, insert noun 1 or something like that.
All right. Verb past tense.
Verb past tense. Pooped.
Pooped. A place.
Bathroom. You could tell I themed my thing already.
Color.
Brown.
Yep. That's. I could have probably wrote it without asking. Verb.
Pee. Peeing. So currently peeing.
Noun.
Teeny.
Teeny.
Wait. No, that's a adjective.
Oh yeah. Noun, person, place, or thing.
Can we put thing?
Yeah.
Like
just thing.
Yeah.
Like
my thing.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Color.
Yellow. No, golden.
Golden. Adjective.
Pushing. No. That's a verb, dude. I'm like messing things up now. Adjective. Okay, now we can do wide.
Wide. Plural noun. Multiple things, people, or places.
Urinals.
Oh God.
Urinals.
Noun.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Subway.
Subway. Okay. Part of the body.
Why didn't I say my thing? How about my mouth?
Okay, this could turn out pretty cool. Verb past tense.
I'm trying to can you I already said pooped, but I want to say diarrheaed. It's a certain kind of poop that you kind of it's a whole event when you have diarrhea,
Oh God. I did not spell that at all right. Adverb.
Crusty.
Okay. Number.
3.
Adverb.
Quickly.
Noun.
Noun. The corner.
All right. I think this is going to be good because it's about Aquaman.
Sick. And it was a very bathroom oriented.
A black manta day for Atlantis. One day, as Aquaman pooped through the undersea kingdom of bathroom, a brown hot energy blast exploded the street in front of him. Do not peeing, Aquaman. Yeah, that could have been pee, probably. Or the next thing will be for you. The context helps there.
I didn't even.
The next thing will be for you. Called a familiar voice from above. Aquaman looked up and saw his enemy, Golden Manta, hovering beside his wide manta ship, which had its urinals aimed at the hero. I've come to destroy this city and become the new subway of Atlantis. Aquaman shook his mouth and said, "There's just one problem with your plan, Manta." Before Black Manta could respond, Aquaman diarrheaed himself at the invader, swimming too crusty for Manta's weapons to make him their target. Then the hero of the three seas quickly tore the air hoses from Manta's mask, forcing the villain to swim to the surface for air. And the problem is being corner of Atlanta is my job. Yeah, that's one of those.
Yep.
Corner of Atlanta.
Corner of Atlanta.
Could be the coroner.
Yeah, when I was thinking like when I send my son to the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
He's being bad, you know. Like that's
right.
what I was like, the corner.
It's like the person plays their thing, but place wouldn't have worked for that one.
Yeah,
and that's what we
McDonald's
used.
of Atlantis.
All right. That was a good one.
I thought it was funny the moment when Aquaman diarrheaed himself.
Yes. Most of it worked pretty well. The bathroom theme worked well for Aquaman.
Yeah,
So.
it really did.
I feel like I need to try to theme mine, but I'm just pick random stuff.
I start with the first one and then I'm like, that's my theme.
Yeah.
You know, so I start with poop. On the first one, I was like, I guess I'm sticking with poop.
Yeah, you're in there after that.
Yep. So, alrighty. Let's get another. Wow, which one are we picking?
That one.
Right. Dude, I really like doing these Mad Libs.
Yeah, cool. Mad Libs are always fun.
These are hilarious. All right. We're going to need a noun.
A noun. Oh, okay. There's so many Batman things right in front of me. I'm just like, Batman?
Right? The whole wall. Oh, they can't even see this one right now. Oh, yeah, we don't have the second camera set up today.
Yeah, there's Batman.
Yeah. There's all this Batman stuff behind us, and then this wall to my right over here.
Yeah, it's a Batman wall.
Yeah, Batman wall.
That's so funny. Person, place, or thing. We're going to go with dowel rod.
All right.
This is going to be one of those.
I think that's how you spell it. Another noun.
Noun, grinder.
Grinder. Like the app or the herb?
Both.
Right.
We'll see which one works better.
All right, another one.
Another noun?
Another noun.
Oh my God.
This whole page is actually just nouns.
I'm bad with nouns and you're bad with adjectives. Nouns. Dead Sea. I'm just doing places apparently.
All right, I do the same thing with nouns most of the time. All right. Another adjective.
Adjective is going to be wrinkled. Wrinkled.
All right. Wrinkled.
Yep.
With a D.
Yeah.
All right. We got a
wrinkled D.
Animal, but plural.
Animal, but plural, pelicans.
Icons?
Sure. As long as you can read it. That's...
Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. Another adjective.
Adjective is going to be wet.
Wet with a W-H.
Yes.
Wheat. Plural noun.
Plural noun is going to be teeth.
Teth. All right. Another noun. Jeez, I was not wrong about this whole page being nouns.
Noun is going to be condom.
Condom. All right.
I'm going to need to have picked things for all the things I picked places for and places for all the things I picked things for.
Right. So now an adjective. No, I'm joking.
Adjective is going to be stretchy.
Stretchy. Another plural noun.
Plural noun is going to be windows.
All right. An animal.
Animal is going to be an koala.
Koala.
And koala.
It's just Kola, right?
Sure.
I think.
I don't know.
Maybe there's an H in there somewhere.
No, there's not an H.
Like ko.
I thought it was like Kaola or something weird, but
O-A. Yeah.
Kola works.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Koala.
Yeah, it should be Koala. Koala.
It should be Kowalla.
LL, 2 L's.
Koala.
Oh
Like
god.
Wally.
Let's start a spelling bee podcast.
There we go.
The way that we spell
How to teach people adjectives. Just don't listen to us. Another adjective.
Adjective is going to be floppy.
Floppy disk.
3.5.
All right. A noun.
A noun is going to be flaccid. Wait, nope, that's not a noun. I was thinking of describing.
The flaccid condom.
Noun is going to be cape.
Cape. All right. And a plural noun.
Plural noun is going to be uvulas. I'll pick it up, Ron.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put UVILA.
S. It has to be plural.
S. Looks like it says rivals. It doesn't even look like you. My handwriting is complete trash. We need a top down for when we're doing this. All right. This one's title is Paradise.
Okay.
By Jake Hepp.
Yep.
On Paradise, dowel rod. Yep. On Paradise, dowel rod, home of the warrior women known as the Amazon Queen. Oh, I can never. I can't say that one. Hippolyta.
Yep, sure.
Remember what it was like when her daughter Diana was still a grinder.
Hey.
Before she became Wonder Woman. Even as a Dead Sea, Diana wasn't like any other child. She was going off on wrinkled adventures all over the island.
What?
Oh, I got it.
Got it?
Yep. It was my P looked like a D.
Oh.
I got it. Diana wasn't like any other child. She was always going off on wrinkled adventures all over the island, chasing pelicans through the forest, hiking the wet hills, or challenging the other teeth to contests of strength and speed.
Yeah, having that one weak tooth doesn't. It's never fun.
Right? The one rotten one just falls out all the time.
You just put it back in.
When I said it came out. Well, the way I said it.
This rotten tooth. I just need a placeholder. Put it back in.
Oh God, it keeps my other teeth from getting crooked, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Her challenging the other teeth to contests of strength and speed. While she was using a bow and condom to hunt while her stretchy friends were still playing with windows.
Oh God. Well,
And her pet koala was lost in the floppy cavern of Cape. Yeah, of Cape. That's it.
Cape. Yep.
Diana raced right in to save the poor thing. Yes, I suppose I knew from the very start that my daughter was destined to grow up and become one of the world's greatest uvulas.
I just can't get over
paradise.
trying to shoot a bow and condom.
Yeah.
How would you do that?
The bow and condom. I imagine that the string that would be on the bow is the condom.
But there's no arrow. The condom has to be the arrow.
Put the condom on the arrow.
Yeah. It's sanitary. You gotta
Right.
clean the wound as it's going in. You always use
gosh.
protection, kids.
Right. But that
Mad Libs.
those are I think those are hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Those are always a lot of fun. Yeah, the tooth falling out.
Just put it back in.
Put it back in. As I said it, it came out. And then as you said, just put it back in, I said it in my own head, like, what? Just put it back in? Like,
I mean, they have like, what are they called? Like flappers or whatever. They're like little retainer things that have like your extra tooth. That would make sense to put back in, but I don't know if you want to put a rotten tooth back in your mouth.
Right. Oh, what would it take to rot Wonder Woman's teeth? Because aren't they like invincible?
I don't know.
A lot of sugar. I don't think Wonder Woman eats that much sugar.
Judging by that physique, she probably don't eat carbs.
Yeah. True. She probably don't eat.
Oh, I would hope she would eat something.
Yeah.
Just eat chicken breast and broccoli.
Yeah.
All right. Getting into some other stuff, we got an update for Jeremy Renner.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So he's using this it's like this new, not new. I don't know how new it is, but it's this treadmill. So he's walking, but it's in this machine where he only has to like use 40% of his strength, like only 40% of his body weight. So I'm guessing that like the stronger he gets while walking, like the more weight that he can put on himself. So
Right.
like once he gets strong enough to do 40%, then they could probably do 50, 60 until he's walking again, which is crazy because they said that he would never walk again.
Yeah, because he broke his back, right?
I don't know. He got run over by a big machine. I don't remember what broke and what didn't break. They were like,
I know a lot broke.
they were not sure like if he was gonna live, let alone walk. And then he was doing all right, and now he's starting to walk on 40% of his body weight. So super cool stuff to hear.
He's getting there.
But yeah, that I saw that today, and I was like, I want to bring this up. This is super exciting for me.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's super cool because that's a big accomplishment. You know, to not knowing if you're gonna walk. I mean, dude, you almost half your body weight there. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
yeah.
Like you're halfway there, pretty much. You know?
And like he was doing all the motions himself. Like it wasn't helping him walk or anything. Like he was doing other than taking the weight off. You know, so he seemed like he had full function. Mobility seemed pretty good in the video that they posted. Just like having the technology to be able to help people like that with those situations to, you know, otherwise it'd be like, good luck. You know what I mean?
Have fun in therapy for 30 years. You know?
Yeah, just going straight to 100% body weight is not fun.
Nope.
Especially when you're in my size.
I mean, I just anything, you know, your body's used to whatever your body's used to. So just like, I think the fact that he's on 40% already is awesome. That's quick, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
when
saying?
it all happened, they were like, he's a fighter, this and that. Like, he really is. Like,
yeah, what did he get up the next day and try it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it seems like. That's how fast it's happening.
Yeah, it sounds like that's kind of his personality. It's like, just, I'm walking today. Like,
he's like, I got a movie to shoot, man.
Yeah, right.
These kids are waiting for me to return as Hawk.
Right, yeah. So we'll hopefully we get some more updates on them and they keep going positive and, you know, totally wishing him the best and a good recovery. I know, like, I follow this he was an ex BMX rider. His name's Scotty Kramer, and he had an accident. He crashed on his bike and basically became a quadriplegic, and like you lost all function to his arms and legs, and now he's walking.
Wow.
And
Oh,
he's
dang.
back on his bike, and like I followed his YouTube through like his recovery, and it's like, how is he so positive through this? It's
Right.
like he was just always like, yeah, I'm getting on my bike. I'm gonna be on my bike again, you know. And
That's really
obviously
cool.
like he's not like doing what he used to do, but
Yeah.
just being able to ride a bike is
It's
crazy.
kind of like the Travis Pastrana
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know?
It just the human body is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
you can push it.
It's
There's
crazy
pretty
that they're
crazy
doing this
limits.
stuff. I look at a piece of bread and I gain 7 pounds, but it is what it is. And but yeah, we got some rumors and some things going around about Kingpin, and apparently we got some announcements for Spider-Man 4, and Kingpin is supposed to be in it. So we're going to get Kingpin in Echo, we're getting Kingpin in Daredevil, and we're getting Kingpin in Spider-Man. It sounds like he's going to become the mayor of New York and starting a task force to basically get rid of all the mass vigilantes in New York. So,
Oh, okay.
so I thought it'd be kind of fun. Like, who would you be excited to see on that task force getting rid of these vigilantes?
I'm almost like kind of drawn to what they kind of did with the game with Fisk, because Fisk kind of had like his henchmen, and it was like a whole like mob of security, you know, but like it was like officers, but like higher than military grade police guys.
It sounds like this is going to be like a Thunderbolt style, like villains task force.
Okay.
So like we're getting Punisher back in Daredevil Born Again. I think it'd be crazy.
I don't
to
entirely
see.
remember who was on task force.
I'm just saying, who would you be excited to see? Like, we've already seen Falcon. We've already seen, like we saw, it was the old Doc Ock and the old Sandman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like with Punisher coming in Daredevil Born Again, and Daredevil's origin coming from, he was brought in to basically assassinate and take out Spider-Man. And I think it'd be crazy to see that carry over,
Yeah. That would be really cool. There has been a lot of Punisher stuff kind of happening lately. A lot of books have been spiking. They're doing
Well, they just said and announced that he's coming back to do his role in Born Again, so I'd imagine that had something to do with it.
yeah, so maybe he's doing more than what they're telling us.
That's what I'm thinking. There's I think it'd be crazy to get, that Spider-Man Daredevil team up in there, because Matt Murdock was already in the other Spider-Man when he caught the brick flying through the window.
Yeah.
So getting him coming back, we got Daredevil and Punisher coming to Spider-Man 4 would be crazy,
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. Do we know who's playing Fisk yet?
Yeah, it's the dude from Daredevil. He's been he's been Fisk all the way through. Yeah.
Okay, so they're keeping him.
So he was in Hawkeye, Daredevil, Punisher. He was in all of it. Yeah.
All the stuff that I need to catch up on.
He's
Yeah.
coming through. Yeah, he's gonna be.
That's cool.
He's great. I like his Kingpin.
Yeah. So pretty much anytime, like with Fisk and stuff, as far as these shows, you're like informing me almost every time.
Right.
Now. Yeah, I'm like not seeing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like Instagram lately not showing me what I want to see.
I just scroll through articles and
yeah.
But there was also Daredevil season 3. I also just watched all the Netflix ones, so that's all fresh. But Daredevil season 3 had Bullseye, so having Punisher and Bullseye going after Spider-Man and Daredevil would be pretty intense. I mean, we could also get. I thought you'd be more like excited or bringing up like Rhino or Croc or Scorpion.
Yeah.
Like what pick your ideal, like say we got a 4-man task force out of the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery.
Okay.
What task force would you want to see?
Goblin. Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Obviously come back. Be cool to see a red goblin or green, a different version of a goblin,
right.
which I think would kind of be cool. Is Venom? Well, obviously we know, Venom.
Venom's not in this timeline yet, but that would be crazy to introduce.
If we're talking, if we're talking, we can pick Venom. Well, Fisk is already in it. I always thought he was pretty cool. There's Rhino, Scarecrow. Not Scarecrow, Hobgoblin. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not placing that one in Marvel.
Was the comic was in my head like the Hobgoblin, and for whatever reason, I always kind of thought he looked a lot like Scarecrow. Yeah, and that's why I said that. But yeah, no, Hobgoblin, which I think would be neat. I like the goblins.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of the goblins.
Just a goblin force.
I just picked up that little. You can see it back there a little bit.
Oh yeah, the green goblin.
Yeah, that green goblin thing. So I've been on a little bit of a kick for him lately. And then well, we already got an Electro, but Electro.
Yeah, I mean, I
think we could have gotten a way better Electro than what we had in ASM.
Electro.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking Electra.
No, Electro.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because we do have an Electra, but they're that little love connection between her and Daredevil. I don't know. I'd be curious to see how that would go.
We have Electro. He was Jamie Foxx, but he was in the Andrew Garfield.
Right.
Andrew Garfield ones. Not that I didn't like that version of Electro, but pretty much in all the comics and stuff, he's had some kind of suit, and he wasn't just a CG blue thing. Yeah, looks like something out of Watchmen. Right.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan, basically.
Yeah, is what he
but
looked
weaker.
Like. Yeah. So I think it would have been cooler to see a suit. So seeing him come back as maybe somebody different or a different suit or something would be pretty sick.
That'd be awesome. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think of like what I would want to see, 'cause it's almost like I also like getting realistic with it, because I don't see them doing a Green Goblin because of like Sony's being so like memorable. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. They'd have to bring Willem Dafoe back.
Yeah, I mean they also just had him in the last movie too. Like,
that's why I'm like, it's possible.
Yeah, they just had Green Goblin. They just had Elektra. They just had Sandman. They've had Falcon already.
They had Doc Ock. I almost put Doc Ock on there.
Yeah, I would love a Doc Ock. That would be.
I think it would be neat, but to build that from this point, I think that's what they should start doing realistically. If we're going to be telling, I mean, they have so many great Spider-Man stories where they're all battling in one issue, and stuff like that. So it's.
I'm trying to think of ones that Spider-Man, if we're gonna get a Daredevil, which we don't know if we're getting Daredevil in this, but if we got like a Daredevil Spider-Man team up, I'm trying to think of like ones that they ran into together a lot.
You're more of the Daredevil.
Yeah, it's just it's recently too.
More,
so
a lot more about Daredevil than I do. But basically, I would like to see my favorites.
Right. Yeah.
Comics and stuff like that.
I think,
or maybe see a couple of them redone.
I think if they're gonna do this, though, definitely a Punisher has. Like, why wouldn't you? You have such a strong.
Well, everything's popping now for Punisher.
You have such a strong Punisher character. His 2 seasons of solo show were like super popular. People love him playing Punisher. You're bringing him back for the show. So, like, if you're going to team up Daredevil and Punisher, especially seeing as Punisher, his whole origin was brought in to take Spider-Man out of New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if that's your story, is you're trying to get Spider-Man out of New York, it almost sounds like a no-brainer to me. You know what I mean? So that would be super cool. But we'll see.
Another we'll see. We're gonna, like I said, dude, we're gonna have to start that counter, man.
Once we get into stuff that we don't know, all we can do is see what's coming.
That's usually how it rolls, how it be rolling.
Yeah, right. we are coming off of Shazam Fury of the Gods.
Yes.
If you haven't checked out our full breakdown and review of Fury of the Gods, we did it last week. Let's go check that out. But I heard some things. I've heard some things. I don't know how much of this is true, but The Rock apparently made a change in Black Adam, and we were supposed to get Shazam in the end credit scene instead of Superman to build that Shazam Black Adam thing to move into a Superman thing later. Mm-hmm. And he's like, nope, I'm doing Superman now. So that's where that jump comes from of like, what happened to Black Adam and Shazam? And they teased it and we never got it. So apparently The Rock was just like, nope, I'm doing what I want. And then when it came to Fury of the Gods, it sounds like, you know, the end credit scene where they go to like recruit Shazam and we get the people from Peacemaker. Mm-hmm. Apparently that was supposed to be people from the Justice Society from Black Adam.
Yeah. And
he's like, no, I don't want them to do that. So it sounds like The Rock is throwing some wrenches and things with DC and still, I don't.
So he own the Justice Society?
I think he has like some kind of control over like the Black Adam like movie and casting and things like that. So I don't know.
Well, it sucks that was thrown to the side and scrapped.
Yeah.
It sucks that doesn't have any continuity and James Gunn already said it. So let's get it.
It's just more of that chaos coming out of like the whole DC reboot and people, too many names on too many things in DC. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, that's something that James Gunn said he wanted to resolve is like, this person took this team and did that with them, and then this person took them and did it over here differently, and now we have this Joker, this Batman, this Joker, this Batman, this Joker, this Batman, Justice Society, Justice League, Zack Snyder. You know, it's so that's one thing he did want to like. I want to make like continuity, but then with everything just being so chaotic, it's something that we're gonna have to see what comes out of.
But he's not
Flash.
helping at all.
Who?
The Rock.
Oh yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You know, so like that's the crazy thing is like I'm a fan of The Rock. You know,
I am too.
I really like The Rock, but recently
it's like everything around this Black Adam thing.
Yeah, well, there's been coming out a little bit more that I heard. I don't know if we want to get into it.
No, I don't think we'll get into it on this. But
it was just
we don't need to
regarding Brendan Fraser, but that's it.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to hear this later.
Yeah,
but.
we'll talk about it later. Yeah. That's all I'll say.
Oh, man. But yeah, I think that's when all this Black Adam stuff was going down and it basically came out that Black Adam was not going to be moving forward. There was all these people who were worried that he might come into the MCU and what he would do over here. And, you know, with him already, the rumors coming out that he already was like, I'm not doing cameos. I'm a main player and that's it. Like that attitude coming into Marvel is not going to help anything in Marvel either. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just it sucks to hear. You know what I mean? Because like I've been watching The Rock since I was a kid on WWF when he like first like came out and was wrestling and doing all the can you smells and take the pie and stick it up your candy ass and stuff. You know, watching that on TV as a kid. So I don't want to hear this now. Right. You know what I mean? But well, those are just some rumors as of now. Some of the stuff has been like, we've seen it on TikTok. We've seen it on Twitter and Instagram. Because The Rock does post a lot of stuff on Instagram. So.
Oh, yeah. He's got kind of a big mouth. Yeah. You know, he just goes when he wants to post something and be kind of, I don't know. I've seen him be funny in the comments, but almost to a point where I'm like, are you being funny or are you trying to pull it off like you're being funny?
Or are you even the person typing this?
I think he probably is. I mean, he's probably got some team with him, but he's
got 10 people to make one comment on Instagram.
Well, if he's got the power to tell them, no, I'm a main player, you know, and he's probably got the power to post his own Instagram, you know. So not that all of them, every single post is him.
I'd imagine that he could, but I mean,
he could probably go and comment.
What are you gonna do between sets in the gym? You're gonna just go on Instagram,
right?
like Kelly
Let me
down
show
at
you
the
my
gym.
cheat meal that makes it look like I eat this every day, and it'll make you really hungry, and now you want pancakes and all this sugar.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm gonna
the
tell
French
you it's good for
toast.
you. Yeah, dude, it looks awesome.
Oh, the French toast.
Can you come on the podcast and just make it for us?
Yeah.
Show us how to make the Black Adam waffles.
Right,
you
yeah.
know.
But I think that just goes into we're going to C2E2 next weekend.
Yeah.
What are you what kind of things are you excited for at C2E2?
I mean, I'm just excited for the convention, really. Like, just everything.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes down to it, the whole experience of a convention, just seeing all the art. What you had told me, I've never been to C2E2.
Mm-hmm.
But from what you had told me from the Artist Alley, was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Last year, I think they had the Undertaker.
Oh yeah,
last year, which was pretty cool.
Last year, the year. Yeah, I think it was last year.
Yeah.
I guess the kid from Quantumania is gonna be there. Ant-Man's daughter.
Oh really?
Somebody, my wife was just telling me, she was just like listing stuff off that people that were gonna be there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are gonna be there,
And
so I'm pretty stoked.
She said, "Oh, I think is it Chris Hemsworth? Chris Hemsworth might be there."
Oh, that'd be cool.
But it's gonna be like $250 just to see him.
Yeah, you want to meet
Yeah.
Thor?
Not for $250. I'm
I don't know,
not that
dude.
guy.
That sounds
I'm not that
pretty
guy.
cool.
I guess all of his autographs are sold out already, and
I
stuff
wouldn't
like that.
mind
I'm
a photo with Thor.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I'm not gonna pay $250 to take a picture with somebody. That's not my jam.
Maybe
There's
not $250, but it is pretty. If I had
there's a lot of-
had the extra money to do it, I would do it. You know?
But then you got to still wait in line and all this stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying for a C2E2 ticket to wait in line to pay for a picture on my cell phone with somebody. Like, that's just not my jam.
Yeah.
Like, I also don't get excited about stuff like that. Like, if I saw him, be like, hey, and then that's it.
Yeah, if we go on Saturday and Michael Keaton or something does a special appearance on Sunday, I'm gonna be real upset because that one I would pay. I have no problem paying a lot of money for that one.
I honestly like the Artist Alley. Last year's Artist Alley was huge. It was the biggest I'd ever seen it. But I honestly like the Artist Alley, talking to them more than I like talking to, like, I even care to talk to like the big names. It's like, I'd rather hear this small artist story and be like, dude, your art is really cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he, she, or they, whatever is like, thank you. Like, I appreciate, like, take a card. Like, do you want this? Like, take a bookmark. Like, you just buy a print from them. And it's like super cool. Just to, you know, I appreciate that a lot more. And just all the different art styles. We've talked about my love of art styles and things a million times. So that just nails it for me. But I think it was even when Paul Rudd was there, super expensive just to wait in line to see them.
Yeah, I
and,
doubt it.
you know, but when the Undertaker was there, though, because usually, you know, there's a lineup of all these people. They're sitting at their little booth, and you wait in line to go see them, and there's a million people between you and them in line. But for the Undertaker, you had to like go into this. Like, they had it all curtained off, and you had to like
So you
go
couldn't
behind
even
the
see him.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
couldn't walk by and see the Undertaker. You
Yeah.
had to pay whatever he was asking just to even like, oh, there's the Undertaker. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Some other wrestlers were there, and they're like, oh yeah, oh, she's shorter than I thought she was, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, she's taller, or you know, whatever. But yeah, the Undertaker, you basically had to go in a room.
You're pretty tall. Are you taller than the Undertaker, or is he's
No.
taller than you?
I'm not taller than the Undertaker. I think he's got to be like 6'6" or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got to be taller than you. I feel like at least that's the way he looks on TV. But I'm like,
I'm
wonder.
basically the same size as Brock Lesnar, like just not
tall.
just not jacked. Brock Lesnar is 6'2" or 6'1" or 6'2".
You seem taller than 6.
I'm 6'2". Yeah.
You seem like 6.
Oh, maybe if you weren't 4'3". Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm almost exactly the same as Brock Lesnar, like weight and height, except he has muscles and mine are hidden.
Got a layer of protection over him, right?
Right. Yeah.
But
'cause in a basic, I was more toned in basic training, and then right after that, I went to like AIT, and everybody's calling me Brock Lesnar. I'm like, why? Like, I don't even look like him. But then I like looked him up. I'm like, oh, I
kind of look like him. Yeah.
I don't think I look like him, but like I'm the same shape and size pretty much.
Now that you say it and you say like, oh, you know, coming back from basic, because you've shown me pictures of I don't know. There's some funny photos that you've shown me. But now that you say the Brock Lesnar, I'm like, I can see why people would say that.
But yeah, super fun. I'm excited about C2E2. We get a caricature every year.
That's
so
cool.
We've had 4 or 5 now, I think, and we're taking our nephew to his first convention. So
sick.
Yeah, I think he'll be excited. Like every time we're around, he's like showing us pictures on his phone, memes and stuff, and then he's like, "Well, this Spider-Man did this." He'll teach me stuff about like everything. Yeah,
that's cool. We have to get him on the podcast or something.
That'd be crazy. I don't know when that would happen, but
just let him go, dude. Yeah. Just let him go.
We'll just sit on the sides and just.
I'm down. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I love seeing, especially when it's like, how old is he? He's a little younger.
I think he's 13.
That's
14.
awesome. That's like, I love seeing when kids are first getting into it and keeping into it. I get comments all the time when I take my son with me to like different comic shops and stuff, and they're like, dude, he's having so much fun, like just looking at little action figures and running around, just Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that, the Hulk's right here, it's Iron Man, you know, freaking out. And they like to see that stuff too, you know, and I'm like, that's sweet, because I guess somewhere it falls off.
Right.
Through the generations or something like that.
There's
not a lot of young kids end up getting into comics, so I think it's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, we've been doing Marvel for 10, 15 years now or something like that. So I was going to say he's coming up in like a great time to just be surrounded by it, but I guess that's been for 10 years now, so.
Yeah, he kind of born into the MCU. Yeah. Wow, that could be like that's a generation. Is that a generation timeline thing? You know, well, like is this pre MCU and after or before MCU?
Well, now we're getting DCU. He's prime ready to go into the DCU as a child. You know, so these are going to be his iconic movies. You know, Black Adam and.
I wonder what he thinks about Keaton. He's like, this movie sucks.
He's like, what's a Keaton?
Yeah. I'd be like, he's Batman. I was watching Ninja Turtles and Raph started talking all dark and scary, and Mikey was like, he's doing his Batman voice.
Yeah.
Like, I've only seen Batman once.
Yeah. I love that about Ninja Turtles. They just don't care. They're just like, making jokes about Ninja Turtles, or making jokes about DC, making jokes about Marvel. They'll make jokes about whatever.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, that's like the joy of just being like the little guy in the middle and taking advantage of everything. They're not that little, you know, but they're not Marvel or DC.
Right. But now Kevin Eastman is writing and doing all this different stuff for Marvel and DC.
Yeah, all over the place.
And still doing Turtles, you know, obviously. But that's a crazy. I love that story. I watched a documentary the other day on
Kevin Eastman,
the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
And it went through with Kevin Eastman and Adam. I think
I can't remember.
I can't remember the other guy's name either.
I wouldn't have remembered Kevin Eastman, but
really, it went through like how they did it and and was like, we took the loan from my dad or my uncle or whatever. Yeah. My uncle gave me the loan, and we put out the book, and then it popped off. And
there's one like that about X-Men too, I think, but I haven't watched it. I put it on a list, but. Dang. It's like apparently like nobody wanted to touch X-Men or something.
Nobody wanted to touch the Turtles.
Yeah, I could be completely wrong about this, but like Marvel wanted this idea, but nobody wanted to touch it, and they just got this kid who didn't really do anything at the time, but he still wanted to be a part of something, and he just skyrocketed it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Because it's kind of almost the same thing, because I know one of the things that they covered in there is that one of the reasons why the Ninja Turtles did so well is because of the cartoon in the 80s that came out. The only reason that happened was because, they were obviously selling the comic books, and they were selling a pretty decent amount of the comic books at this point. The only reason they put the TV show out is because they had to put a TV show out in order to get a toy deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the only reason we even got that great, iconic TMNT show was just so they can put out the line of toys, because that's how the deals worked back in the day. It was like you're not going to be able to sell nothing. You're not even on TV.
Right.
You know, that was the
crazy
deal.
That it just went so fast. You know, 'cause
I know.
we already got the movies in 90. You know, or I think it was either 89 or 90.
It was the start of the 90s. Yeah. Right in the beginning, right there.
They just took off. It's crazy.
Once the show happened, then the toys came out.
They're also so fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think like that's a super cool thing about like the Turtles is like you get Batman and he's so rigid, he's so like dark. You get like
it's like the ageless, timeless kind of thing almost.
Yeah, it's just so fun. You know what I mean? Like they're just skateboarding, eating pizza, and having fun. They're teenagers, you know, whatever.
It's almost like the same kind of story on why I think The Outsiders is still such a great book. You know, it's so old, but it's one of those things that everybody can kind of relate to, and no matter what, somebody is going to be able to relate to one of those 4 turtles.
Right? Yeah.
You know what 100%. I'm saying? You hit all the major characteristics with all 4 of them.
You got like the bro, you got like the nerd, you got the childish one, you know. So I think I love the Ninja Turtles, but let's get into the pull list.
Let's dive on in.
Bang. Explosions.
Diving on into this week's pull list, we got quite a few different ones. Last week had me really, really excited, and this week it still got me pretty. Yeah, my name is Jeff, but this week still has me pretty excited as well. What are you diving in for the first book?
I got book number 1 as Joe Fixit. Number 4. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Joe Fixit?
Yeah, I didn't know Joe Fixit was a thing at all, but it's a Hulk persona.
Yes,
and I didn't know that, but apparently Kingpin is trying to take over Vegas in this one, and Spider-Man has to get Bruce Banner to snap out of it and come help him take care of Kingpin and his shenanigans. I mean, coming off of our Kingpin discussion, and you know, Spider-Man, this fit perfectly in with everything else that we're talking about. So
definitely, this sounds kind of like that, especially with Joe Fixit being this whole thing like a noir type of.
Yeah, it could be. I honestly didn't even see the art for this one. I forgot what it looked like.
Joe Fixit is typically in like a gangster type of fashion of a Hulk. The way that I learned about him was Injustice back in the day. The first Injustice is because you can change the Hulk skins and you can play as Joe Fixit, and he would come and I think he had a Tommy gun,
like 30s gangster.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like Al Capone.
I'm triggered now. I don't know about this now.
Right.
This is gonna be one of those things where I'm like the half-hour drive home, I'm listening to Joe Fixit stuff.
Right. You're like, okay, here we go.
Next week's podcast will be all about Joe Fixit.
Right. I'm actually like low-key super into like old mobster movies.
Yeah, I love
like
them.
Goodfellas and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's like one of my go-tos. I mean, my cat's name is Dillinger. So named after John Dillinger. If I get into gangster, like 30s gangster stuff, like I'll run into like a wall of like, this is all I'm doing for the next 3 days is like looking up stuff. And like, I mean, I like serial killers, like the serial killer stories and stuff, and it's super common right now with the true crime stuff, but like the gangster stuff is way more interesting to me. That's where it's at for me, like the Pretty Boy Floyds and the stuff like that. So
I wish that everybody would dress in a suit again, and like that was the daily attire.
I've thought about it several times. Like, I'm just gonna get a couple suits. I'm gonna just rock a suit every day. But like, we just talked about how big I am, talking about Brock Lesnar and stuff. Dude, that's a lot of fabric, and I'm always so hot all the time. Like that's the only.
You'll never end up wearing the full suit.
I'd just be sweating all day. But yeah, Joe Fixit. Now I have to learn more.
You definitely do, man.
About this Joe Fixit number 4 inspiring my deep dive. Let it inspire yours too.
Diving into book number 2, we're diving into the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 23. This one drew my attention because it had the Fantastic Four on the cover. And it has a one-line synopsis starting with, what did Peter do? The answers will obviously be revealed in this issue and everything. But what it kind of... Once I clicked on the book and I opened up the image of the cover a little bit more, it almost looks like Peter is... or Spider-Man is against the Fantastic Four.
Right. Yeah, that's what we talked about a little bit, because I did get into the new series of Fantastic Four a little bit, and I know that something happened where the Fantastic Four were blamed for the destruction of New York City.
Yeah.
So, like, something is going on, and now we're out of Dark Web, so now we're getting Spider-Man doing different stuff.
Yeah.
And I wish that I was still like up to date on all this Fantastic Four stuff, because it seems like it might be trickling over into a lot more than, you know, just Fantastic Four. At first it kind of seemed like a little like runoff, like a little shoot that was by itself.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's going to be pretty involved.
Could be starting an arc here, so guys, be paying attention to these issues, because this could be the start of something pretty big. This is how, you know, if you look through the patterns of history, this is how Secret Wars and everything else started happening. So
And
we might get non-Secret Wars, you know.
Spider-Man was part of the Fantastic Four at one point, wasn't he? Like they were gonna recruit him, and then it ended up not working out.
There's been a lot of team ups between that. I think there was it's a Fantastic Four issue.
There was somebody. Now I'm not gonna be able to remember. I want to say like Ben Grimm wasn't going to come back to the Fantastic Four or something. They were gonna recruit Spider-Man instead, and then the Thing ended up coming back, and Spider-Man didn't work out in the team. But
there was something with that, and then I'm pretty sure there was something else that kind of happened like that with not obviously the Fantastic Four, but the Human Torch.
Yeah, so there's definitely history here between the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. So it's really interesting to see what they're getting into.
Oh yeah,
which takes us right into book number 3, being Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones number 2. Which I didn't know was a thing, and now we're getting into number 2. But it seems like, the synopsis definitely says that Spider-Gwen runs into a clone of herself, which is it's a combination between her and Sandman. So it looks like Sandman, and something happened there between, I don't know if they got DNA from Spider-Gwen and like, whatever's happening is happening, but Reed Richards is actually helping her out, and she has to go to Reed Richards for answers. So I don't know if this is another crossover there, but it definitely seems like Fantastic Four is bleeding into a lot of different storylines right now.
Seems like, because I know End of the Spider-Verse is running right now as well. Mm-hmm. Which is another honorable mention, I guess. But it seems like they're kind of trying to wrap all this into the Spider-Verse and wrap up the Spider-Verse and start something. And then we're getting the Fantastic Four movie coming soon, so we'll see what comes out of all of this. You know what I mean? Is this going to be another Dark Web scenario where there's Spider-Man involved storylines happening all over the place, or is this something different? You know, we'll see. Another we'll see. Sometimes I'm trying so hard not to say it, but it's the best way to say it. That's all you can say, you know, especially because, you know, this isn't necessarily a review. This is what we're getting this week. In all we have is a little synopsis to go off of. Yep. So we'll see. There we go. Book number 4, diving into smashing that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you guys don't miss out on any future videos, podcasts, none of it, because we're coming at you with new videos every Monday and Friday and a new podcast every single Wednesday. There we go. So book number 4 is going to be Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo issue number 6. I'm still not caught up. That's my bad. I'm terrible with it, man. I'm terrible. Sometimes real life really is a bummer, you know? Unfortunately, the issues started coming out, and then we decided we're going to build some new sets and do this whole set change and do all this other stuff that we've been diving into, and I haven't had very much time to sit down and just read and relax and get into a comic. Yeah, and this is episode 25, and I've had 2 jobs since we've started this. So, oh dang, yeah. So life has been interesting lately. Yeah, to say the least. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's just everything's moving around so much that sometimes I forget to just sit down and read. I do have every single issue except for this one. Obviously, I'm gonna get it today when you guys are watching this, but we're about to wrap it up. Yeah. We're about to wrap it up. I believe it's a 7-issue series. I think it might be 8 issues. 7 or 8. Yeah, it's a 7 or 8 issue series. I think it's whatever
the Joker Man Who Stopped Laughing isn't. You know, I think it's one of them's 7, one of them's 8, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
we're getting there. We're getting towards the end. We're gonna be wrapping up this issue. I know that Nightwing is in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we were starting to spec on a couple issues ago about possibly seeing Red Hood.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened or not.
I don't know if that happened either.
I feel like if it did happen, we would have known more about it. But
Dude, for some reason, I feel like people are sleeping
yeah,
on Deadly Duo. Like, when it first was coming out, issue 1, there was all this hype on it, and then ever since issue 1 came out, it's almost like people forgot about it.
yeah,
Nobody's talking about it.
I feel like that number ones are always popping. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's how it goes. You know, but I know I read 3 or 4 issues of this and was loving all of them. So,
Right.
you know, I'm excited about this one. I'm excited to get the whole collection before I'm gonna
Right.
binge read it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that honestly sometimes makes it a little bit
Right.
better, so you can just get the whole story in one
Right.
in one digestion, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
In one
That's
digestive
what we're
cycle.
going
Yep.
Right on. So that's the pull list.
Pull list
That is the podcast.
and the podcast. Yep.
Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Check out
you.
the description for things. Just there's things there. Check them out.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. There's free money down there using our code Collective Comics at checkout on Dubby.gg. Dubby to get your generous energy. And use our link in the description to sign up for Whatnot. Get free $10 when you use our link to sign up. Get things like shoes, antiques, collectibles, comics, and others. Anything.
Couches, statues. Sometimes there's food. I'll ship you fruit snacks.
There you go. Banana lifesavers. Or
Laffy Taffies. I knew you were going for the Laffy Taffies.
Banana lifesavers. It's a
Right.
new thing that we're coming out with. All right. Thanks for joining us. Until next week, this has been Collective Comics.